Good morning, students. This is the second video of the chapter Nazism and the Rise of Hitler. And in this particular video, we'll try to understand the importance of Weimar Republic, why they were criticized in their own country. After the First World War, when the Germany got defeated, Weimar Republic came to power. But it was not very easy task for the Weimar Republic to gain the power in Germany. Many competitors were there, but finally Weimar Republic came to power, and thereafter it signed one treaty that was very shameful treaty, or that was signed in order to maintain peace in Germany. The treaty was known as the Treaty of Versailles. So what was the special about the Treaty of Versailles? Let us discuss. As Weimar Republic signed this treaty, according to this treaty, Germany was held responsible for the war, for the World War I, and thereafter Germany lost its overseas colonies. According to this treaty, Germany was targeted for instigating the war, and that is why other countries who won the war, they asked Germany their territories. So through this treaty with Weimar Republic and the victorious forces, Germany lost its overseas colonies, 1/10 of its population and 13% of its territory. So this treaty was termed as a very shameful treaty because through this treaty, Germany lost almost its overseas colonies. The colonies that was there in different parts of the world. So according to this treaty, Germany lost its territories to the victorious forces. 75% of the iron and 26% of the coal to France, Poland, Denmark and Lithuania. We need to understand here that according to that treaty, Germany lost most of the mineral resources also. Like 75% of the iron was given to France and Poland and Denmark, and similarly 26% of the coal was given to France, Poland and Denmark. So this is how this treaty created a negative impact on Germany, and Germany lost most of the thing, but that was required at a time because there was only one thing through which peace could be maintained. To weaken its power, the Allied powers clearly told that Germany will not keep its own army. It was asked that Germany, if it will keep army, it will be termed as the violation of the Treaty of Versailles. So according to this Treaty of Versailles, Germany lost almost all the things from territory to the military. And that is why this treaty, although it was required at a time, it was not treated well, it was not accepted by its own people. That is why Weimar Republic was criticized to a great extent. Why? Because it signed that treaty. But as there was no option was there, treaty had to be signed because Germany was targeted and there was no other option to maintain the peace. Now thereafter, as we discussed that Germany was held responsible for the war, for instigating the World War I. So finally the war guilt clause forced Germany to pay compensation amounting to €6 billion or 6 billion pound. We need to understand here that the war guilt clause, one special law was imposed on Germany and Germany was held responsible. It was told to Germany that Germany, because of you, the whole world faced the problem of World War I. So you are guilt, and for that you need to pay the compensation to other parts of the world. So according to this, most of the territories, most of the gold, most of the resources were taken from Germany as a compensation. Thereafter, the resource-rich Rhineland was also taken by the Allied armies by 1920s. So Germany lost almost all the things. It not only lost its dignity, but also its resources, also its values among the world affairs. So we need to understand here Germany was held responsible and all the things were taken by Germany, and that created a lot of anger in the country. Now, what was the effect of war? We already discussed that because of the Germany World War I started. So what was the effect of the war? We need to understand the impact of the war. The war had a devastating impact on the entire continent, both psychologically and financially. Obviously, the World War I was the war that took place at the large scale, and of course, its consequences was there not in financial terms but also the psychological terms. From being a creditor, Europe became a debtor. It is very important to understand that Europe was a creditor. It was giving loans to other countries. There was a time when before the World War I, European continents were giving credits to other. But because of the war, they became debtors. They started taking loan from others. So that transformation took place because of the war. That was the biggest impact of World War I. That entire Europe became debtor from the creditor. And that is why even the supporters of the Weimar Republic were criticized. Why? Because they were held responsible for signing the treaty and for the war also. Although they didn't start the war, but as they took the position of government in Germany, they were held responsible and they were criticized. So here Weimar Republic was completely criticized. We need to understand one thing, that Weimar Republic came to power after the World War I. But as he came to power, all of a sudden he got targeted by the other forces, Allied forces, and finally compensation was asked from the Weimar Republic. So Weimar Republic was having no choice but to sign Treaty of Versailles and to pay compensation. We need to understand here that after the war, soldiers came to be placed above civilians. Soldiers were given importance. Aggressive war propaganda and national honor became important, and the weak democracy could not survive and led to instability in Europe. We need to understand here that even at the time, the remnants of the war was there. During the war, when the World War I was going on, many propaganda was going on. Soldiers was given importance over the civilians in order to give respect to soldiers. So this was the situation, and out of that situation, finally Weimar Republic came and it's created its own impact in the Germany. So this is all about in this video. Thank you so much.